Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, and welcome to, what are we doing right now?
I think we're going to be talking about the newest release in video games that has kind of taken it by storm.
From our beautiful darlings, Blizzard.
Yes.
Well, you're beautiful darlings. I'm not as... It's fine.
This is a beautiful darling.
This game is a beautiful
We're
darling.
talking about Overwatch. And if you
Overwatch.
have not heard of us talk about this yet, welcome to the rock. You are under the rock.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Apparently you.
Yeah. But yeah, we talked about this a little bit last night on Road to Legion. Go watch that video because that was fun.
Yeah, those are fun. I do voices.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's cool. It's fun. Anyway. No, but Overwatch, if you do not know, you suck. If you don't know, Overwatch is a team-based multiplayer first-person shooter with specific heroes, kind of like Team Fortress, or your run-of-the-mill MOBA nowadays.
Like Team Fortress or like early Battlefield.
Yeah, Team Fortress, early Battlefield, Battlefront, and recently that came out, Battleborn from Gearbox, which is hot trash. But
those are a little bit different. Like
Battleborn's more like
Battleborn and Paragon and Paladins are much more like MOBAs. Overwatch is like in this middle ground between.
It's like if Heroes of the Storm had an orgy with Team Fortress and
Pixar.
The Incredibles. It's really beautiful game.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly gorgeous game because it like I advocate for a lot, puts art style first. Mm-hmm. If you have a great art style, your game will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 1 still looks pretty great. Zelda Wind Waker looks incredible still. Even not HD. And yes, Doom looks really, really good because those know what they want to look like, and they did such a good job of it, they still look like it.
Yeah.
Like, Wind Waker still looks like a storybook. Metal Gear Solid still looks like a ridiculous spy anime. Mm-hmm. Doom still looks like
the most metal thing ever.
Well, yeah, Doom still looks like the trapper keeper of a teenager you had to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
Or the covers of heavy metal artists, like their album covers.
Yeah. The more metal ones.
Yeah.
There are some that look like normal people covers.
Yeah,
like Manowar look like kind of semi-Viking dudes.
Yeah, but I'm talking like
Meatloaf.
Dio, Meatloaf, some of the Sabbath albums, Iron Maiden for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the Number of the Beast cover looks like Doom, or rather Doom looks like the Number of the Beast cover.
And with Overwatch,
they went for that Incredibles style. Like, it's not quite, because Pixar has a style, but the one that I feel like kind of broke what they normally do was The Incredibles. Mm-hmm. Like, The Incredibles has a very distinct art style from any other Pixar movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the way the people look, the way it's animated, just everything feels a little bit different from everything else that they've done. Mm-hmm. And this feels like Overwatch feels like it went for that kind of zany, stretchy faced people type of art style.
Yeah, they definitely went very incredible heavy with it, with not just the art style but also just like the world itself as well,
and the storyline. If you watch the trailers, that have all the story in them.
All the cinematic trailers and animated shorts.
Like the story of Overwatch is basically the Overwatch were these
so
basically superheroes
yeah,
that would
like basically, like the world started having basically almost an Ultron epidemic, to where these AIs were like, well, we don't need to listen to you. We're military grade death machines.
Yeah.
Fuck you, humans, and started going to war with humanity. And then this like group just kind of showed up with like different like either abilities or scientists with like tech or super soldiers. They just showed up and started like turning the tide of war, and they called them the Overwatch Strike Force or Strike Team.
That consists
grew
of,
and grew and grew and grew.
That consists of like Tracer, Winston.
The original 5 was John Morrison, Gabriel Reyes, Reinhardt, Farah's mother, I believe, and somebody else. I don't remember the 5th dude, but there's a 5th one.
Yeah.
And like that was the original force, and then it became like an actual, like the big organization that brought in Tracer and Winston, like basically almost everybody else.
Yeah.
And became what it is today, and then the war ended.
Yeah. And it just feels like a very, very fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sounds weird to like say like as a distinction for a video game that it is a fun thing, but any more like video games are like they want to tell a story, they want to make you feel something, they want to put something else before being a game.
Mm-hmm.
They are a game first and foremost, but like I wouldn't say like The Last of Us is a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it is an incredible game, and it is a harrowing experience.
Yeah.
And satisfying in gameplay, but I wouldn't call it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few games that have come out recently that I would call fun as games. Doom, Overwatch, Uncharted to a degree, but it's still fun. It's fun more in this is a fun action movie experience type thing, rather than this
like
is
a
fun
game
because it's a game. But Overwatch is a pure arcadey shooter experience. And
what I kind of love about it is just how like fun they have with it. Because like the trailer for this was a cinematic trailer for the game,
like Blizzard does.
Well, and it looked like it was just gonna be a movie the way that they were doing it.
Yeah.
And because like bringing up the Incredibles again, because like after the war, Overwatch came under some scrutiny for being world police and corrupted and whatnot, so they fell apart.
Captain America: Civil War, Watchmen,
yeah,
The Incredibles,
yeah, all of these things, and so now they're just kind of everywhere. But and like the cinematic trailer is these kids going through a museum of the stuff, and the little kid like is just so excited,
like in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yes, but did Winter Soldier come out before the cinematic trailer for this?
I honestly could not tell you.
Okay. But, like, it's a kid just talking about all these cool shit that happened.
I think so.
And how, like, his older brother is just like, man, they got shut down. They're probably just a bunch of thieves and goons. And then, like, a fight starts breaking out in the museum over this one thing.
And then they look over and they see Steve Rogers, and he's like...
And, like... Winston, who's a big who is, and I'll quote this from like the 107 Facts video that the leaderboard did, was like they're talking about how they have such a range of characters. Like Winston is a genetically altered gorilla from the moon.
Alright.
And, like, he's fighting these people. Tracer shows up, and instead of, like, just killing the sniper that she just snuck up on, she's like, "What you looking at?" And then the fight starts in all of its ridiculous glory. And then, like, afterwards, they're like, "Oh, yeah, there's a game to this, too."
Yeah. And the first thing I thought when I was watching that trailer is the game won't feel like this.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get used to it, it does.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I was playing with Tracer in the beta and could not get used to it. Like it felt clunky, it felt weird. I went over to somebody a class I was more familiar with, Widowmaker, who is a sniper with an assault rifle on the side.
Which you mentioned during the beta, like, you never play snipers, but Widowmaker felt like home.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, it has the assault rifle when you shoot from the hip, so you can play it like a DPS character. Mm-hmm. But you've also got that super powerful sniper rifle if you want to go from the sniper approach. And I kind of do a mixture of the two because my playstyle is the bastard child of a bunch of shit. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
But it felt really, really good. But once I got used to Tracer, which happened yesterday, I started using the blink like I'm supposed, which is the teleportation dealie, and I started.
Yeah, she just kind of blinks from place to place.
Yeah, she's like Nightcrawler essentially.
Yeah,
but I started using the blink properly as an evasion technique because she's one of the most vulnerable characters in the game. But that's because you can zip away, and avoid getting hit. But like it just felt really, really good and intuitive all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this feels like the trailer.
Yeah.
Which I never thought it would.
Yeah.
It was like when I watched that Gotham City Imposters trailer, when that happened, I thought the same thing, played a little bit of that, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some of the stuff about
Because that one is literally basically Team Fortress 2 with Batman and Joker films.
Yeah, and I watched some of the Team Fortress promotional material too.
Yeah, the meet the classes.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was right. But this does such a great job of feeling like the cinema that it's supposed to be interpreting and letting you feel like these heroes while you're in these battles. And because of how great of a job it does with that, I almost feel like it doesn't need a story. I mean, I'd like one.
Mm-hmm.
I would love one.
Yeah,
but
I'll get to that in a minute.
The characters are so vibrant while in battle. Like, they talk to each other, they interact, they have these little musings that they say while you're doing stuff that all fit really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And the feel of it and the cinematic look of everything and the art style and the incredible maps they have.
Yeah.
Like, the map design is astounding. And it just feels like this is all there was supposed to be and almost feels like enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be rubbing some people the wrong way by saying that, but that's how I feel about it. I don't know.
Yeah, like, because they've got the cinematic trailer and then like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 like animated shorts that they've released.
Yeah, which I haven't seen anywhere close to all of them, but
like
the ones I've seen are beautiful.
Yeah, and like each time that I see them, I see these little bits and pieces that basically show, like, hey, there's actually things going on in this world.
Yeah.
That's not just like, oh, well, it's a open sandbox that these heroes fight in all the time. Or like in most shooters or like multiplayer only games, like with MOBAs, like, oh, this is just an arena that we have that people slaughter each other over and over again, and their souls just remain intact, and we make them a new body.
But why?
Yeah.
It's best if you not ask so many questions. Ooh, there.
And because, like, in the Widowmaker animated short, they're showing, like, this rally of this robot monk, of how, like, robot equalities should be as equal to humans because they do think, they do feel,
yeah,
and all of this stuff, and Widowmaker comes to assassinate that person.
Speaking of which, you should see Ex Machina. It's really good.
Yeah. And then, like, in the newest one, they've got these, like, down in, I think, Rio de Janeiro, and like there's the three gang members beating the ever-loving shit out of an Omnic, as they're called, but like a robot guy, and they're trying to get this little girl to beat the shit out of him too.
So in short, the Overwatch trailers are a better story about race than Selma.
Yeah. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. And, like, there's all these little bits and pieces that go into these cinematic trailers that I'm like, I want to know more of what's going on in this world.
Can you show me?
Because we've got a colony on the moon. There's, like, riots in the streets. I want to know.
Can you show me?
And, like, apparently in the 107 Facts video, the London...
Yeah.
The London level...
London.
Yeah, whenever you're escorting that payload.
Yeah.
Turns out Blizzard revealed what that payload is. It's not a nuke. It's an EMP that you're setting off to, like, destroy this basically Omnic colony that's down in the sewers.
That's cool.
And I'm like, oh, I feel really bad about winning on the attack team.
That's really strange too, because like the way the game is set up, like this is my one issue with the way it's set up is you can, no matter what team you're on, pick any hero, and which from a gameplay perspective is awesome. I don't have to be restricted.
Yeah,
but I feel like from a narrative perspective, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Because we can have Tracer and Widowmaker on the same team, but they are on opposite sides of this conflict, and like Overwatch is helping this EMP go and kill all these robots, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
with the story they set.
And I get that, but I think that also might be a thing that. They don't have enough characters yet.
Maybe.
Because, like, originally there were only 12, like, back whenever they first revealed it.
Yeah.
And now we have 21.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, over time they're going to give us more.
Yeah.
And, like, because...
Are we going to have to pay for those?
I wouldn't imagine so.
Yeah.
Because there's not much to it already.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine them having to pay more for a game that we've bought.
Yeah, we're not having to pay for the ranked matches that are coming later.
Yeah.
Either. And
but like
which
the villainous characters
yeah.
that I know of amount to Reaper, Widowmaker, possibly Hanzo.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, and that would be an issue if you had the heroes versus villains.
And even then, like, Hanzo's just a dude on his own.
Yeah.
Reaper and Widowmaker are basically freelancers for a freelance company.
Yeah, which that brings me to another point. Why tell us the narrative behind what we're doing in these obscure multiplayer maps if you don't have a structure that makes sense for that to be happening?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you say, hey, what you're actually doing is going to commit genocide against the robots? Why tell me that? Because now I'm wondering why these good people are doing this bad thing. Which brings us back to the other point.
Yeah.
It's best if you try not to ask so many questions. But
you can't taste fear.
But if there's not a good answer to the question, or if the answer to the question raises more questions, don't answer the fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something that irks me a little bit.
Yeah. But I think that it's fine because the game itself is still so much fun.
Oh yeah, none of that ruins the game for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I just still wish that either they keep churning out these animated shorts to tell the story,
yeah, or
that we get a story mode eventually,
yeah,
or
a TV series,
a TV series, a movie, just like a movie.
Yeah, which if the Warcraft movie does well, maybe, but
yeah.
I'm still skeptical about that.
Oh, shush you.
Oh, shush. Yeah, get off of me. Don't touch me, you filth.
But, I love all of the characters.
Oh, yeah, I love all the characters.
There's only a select few of characters that I don't like from a gameplay perspective, but I still love the character themselves.
Yeah.
Like, Hanzo, and, for me, kind of Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, in Overwatch, I just can't play a sniper.
That's fine.
Because in, other first-person shooters, the sniper works.
Mm-hmm.
In this, with people having all these different ranges of health,
yeah,
sniping is kind of weird.
If you get a headshot on anybody, it's over. They're dead. They've died. But yeah, I see.
That may be.
I see your point.
With Hanzo, that's a very hard thing to do.
Well, yeah. With Hanzo, unless you're very good with Hanzo, if you don't know, Hanzo is a bowman.
Yeah.
And you gotta calculate where the arrow's gonna fall.
The arc.
Yeah, you gotta calculate the arc. Don't have to calculate for the wind, which is nice, but but yeah, unless you're really good at that, you're gonna have some issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sniping in something that's trying to go for realism, like Metal Gear Solid 5. You gotta account for the bullet drop.
Yeah,
and that's hard. Especially if you're using a tranq weapon, there's even more bullet drop.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Well, it does. That they put a lot of time into pointless details in those games.
But
we're not talking about that. We're talking about Overwatch.
And the range of characters is just so odd but hilarious in this game.
Yeah.
Diva, she's a world-renowned StarCraft player.
That's funny.
That's literally her backstory, and she has this mech that she controls a video game.
Is she Korean or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Korean.
That's why.
And then you've got Torbjorn, who's a dwarf, who's Swedish.
Swedish.
And builds turrets and whatnot. And there's not really an explanation of why he's a dwarf in futuristic Earth.
Well, I mean, people still are born dwarves.
Yes, but I mean, he's a WoW dwarf.
Well, you can be a little person and grow your hair out and be Swedish. Don't be racist.
I'm not. That's not. I was going to say something, but probably shouldn't. Dwarfism isn't a race.
What's wrong with that? That's a fact. You can call me out for being stupid.
Dwarves aren't a race. Yes, they are. I have it in Lord of the Rings.
And
But,
WoW and Dungeons and Dragons.
And everything.
Everything.
Maybe it is a race.
Well, everywhere but Earth.
But, like, and then you've got characters like Winston, who's, again, a genetically altered space gorilla with hyper-intelligence.
And might be the voice actor of Father Comstock from Bioshock Infinite. I still haven't looked into that.
And then you've got, like, Genji and Hanzo, who are brothers of a family of basically a crime organization, and Hanzo killed Genji.
Aren't they? I'm sorry. Like, are they like really dragons?
Yeah.
Were they
No.
born dragons?
No, that's just their family story.
Can it be real though? Like,
Yeah.
I want it to be
Yeah,
real.
just like it's weird. Like they have magic.
Yeah.
There's no sciencey stuff that can explain that.
Magic.
I mean, maybe nanotechnology because mercy is a thing.
'Cause nanomachines.
Yeah, nanomachines.
Nanomachines.
So maybe that can be nanotech that creates these giant dragons that travel through buildings and kill people.
War
But
has changed.
like that's magic.
Yeah.
And
I'm just gonna say they're
It's-
dragons.
yeah, like they create their ultimates basically. Like Hanzo shoots a bow that has these two dragons that swirl, and then Genji like calls upon a dragon to basically empower his sword and slaughter the entire team.
Yes, little.
And then you've got people like Junkrat and Roadhog, who are characters literally ripped from Mad Max universe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Who are like Roadhog is basically this big fat guy in a
Roadhog!
breathalyzer mask with a hook and a shotgun that shoots fucking nails.
Mediocre!
And like his quotes are, I think literally most of them are from Mad Max. Welcome to the apocalypse. And then you've got
You will ride with me eternal on the highways of Valhalla.
and then you've got Junkrat, who's basically an Australian Joker.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's so much fun and has so many.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
And like all of his abilities, he laughs. His hair is literally on fire all the time.
Yeah, he's silly.
Yeah, he's great. And
Try playing it. I might try playing as him sometime.
yeah, and he's got like a ped leg. Like he's got a springy ped leg because he's lost it.
Yes, little.
Like the cast of characters is so vast that like there's literally nobody that I can hate, and there's something for everyone.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Like I like all of them as characters, and most of them I feel like I could learn to play as.
Mm-hmm.
Like, except healer classes, because I just can't do that.
Lucio's really fun though.
I'm too.
He's a DJ.
He's Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
I love that he's like, he's not like literally from Jet Set Radio,
But he's from Jet Set.
yeah, because like he's a DJ riding around on roller skates, and he's like neon green, and his weapon
And neon yellow. His weapon shoots sound.
Yeah, like he's got the dubstep gun from Saints Row 4, and he is Jet Set Radio.
And like his ability is like, oh, what is it called? Like sound waves or something, to where like one of them is a speed boost that you speed everybody up, and then the other one is a healing.
Gave me Doom flashbacks. 'Cause, like when I was playing as Widowmaker, I started moving really fast. I'm like, oh, haste has been activated. and when I was Tracer, I felt like I was gonna vomit. 'Cause she's really fast already. And now she's moving faster.
And his ultimate, he slams the dubstep gun into the ground as this big giant like wave goes out and gives everybody shields, and like, oh, let's break it down. And everything, it plays music.
Yeah.
Like on SoundCloud, you can actually go and listen to the 2 different tracks of his music.
That's cool.
Or I think all 3 because of his alt.
Yeah.
And you can just have them play all the time.
That's dope. Into it.
Yeah.
All the way into it.
Oh God, I just love all of them.
I like Overwatch a lot.
It's only been out for technically a day.
Technically a day.
Its release date was yesterday, but it's been out since 2 days ago.
It's been out since 6 p.m. Central, or whenever it became the 24th in Australia. Because because of time, they get everything first, and
as we learned from Fallout 4,
because of time, they get everything first. So the way this game worked is they're like, okay, we're gonna make it so you can get even if you're getting it physically, you can go get the game on Monday, and
at this certain time
start downloading it. No, when the GameStop opens, like they started giving out those games on Monday.
Okay,
and you can download the game, have it downloaded as soon as it is the 24th somewhere. You can start playing, because they're like, here it is. Here's the game. You've got it. Now the servers are open, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like I want a lot. I want more multiplayer centric games to do things like that.
Yeah, and that like makes sense, because when Fallout 4 came out, in case you don't know, like what a lot of people were doing with their Steam accounts was saying that they were
changing their region.
Yeah, changing their region to Australia so they could get it like so many hours before.
Yeah.
And then like playing the game, and eventually like things started to go a little bit wonky because the things weren't meant to do that from there.
Well, they did that with I believe the Dark Souls 3 release
as well.
Yeah, because I think that released digitally first.
Yeah.
And what happened was, like, people would change what time it was, change their region, like make it so they could get the game first, and then the game was all wonky because it's just not supposed to do that, and everything's not put together for over here yet, and it just was a fucking mess.
Yeah. So I didn't even know. I knew that we were getting it at 6, but I didn't know that was the reason. That's awesome.
I think I'm pretty sure that was the reasoning behind it, because like they
Go
were,
Blizzard, innovating releases since forever, probably.
Yeah. Release date when it's done.
Completion date when it's done.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a real fun game, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I love it so much.
And you like it a lot. And I will be playing.
This is only the first impressions.
Yeah. And I will be playing well, if our Fallout video was any indication, the first impressions aren't always the same as the final impressions.
This is true.
We played Fallout 4 for a few hours, came on here, and we're like, this is the best game ever! And a few months later, this game fucking sucks.
Far Harbor's out now.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna have your Nick Valentine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play that probably.
This game sucks. DLC.
Yep. I hate myself as much as everybody else does.
I might not get that, but because I've got so many other games that I want to play right now. And 2 of my hours are now always taken.
Well, you got to do the road to Legion.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen that issue,
Speaking of Blizzard games,
oops, I kind of goofed on my road to Legion because I thought Legion was coming out the 20th of August. Turns out it's the 30th.
Turns out that 2 was a 3.
It looks so similar.
So now you have 2 extra days. 10 extra days.
10, yeah.
Sorry.
10 extra days to get to 110.
Yeah.
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 Yarg! But I think that'll do it. What would you give first impressions rating of Overwatch?
5, 6.
5, 6.
Somewhere in there.
I think I'm about in there because
for what it is. Like as a game.
It also sold for $40 instead of $60.
Yeah.
Like it was $60 if you wanted like all the in-game bonuses in the other Blizzard games because they love us so much.
Yeah.
And here's a baby Winston pet, and wow. Here's some StarCraft portraits. Here's more wings for you in Diablo 3.
Here's Tracer in Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah. And here's a card back for Hearthstone. There you go. Buy yourself something nice.
But I'd give it a 5 or a 6 with a big disclaimer on it because yes, it's a pretty small game.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it for $40 if you're playing on PC, but if you're playing on console, can't do that.
You can only get the Origins.
Yeah, I don't know if that has changed since it launched. Like on the if you get it digitally, maybe you can get the $40 edition, but I'm pretty sure you can only get the Origin edition, which kind of sucks for console players, which Blizzard's always kind of been weird about console stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of their endeavors into that at first haven't gone well. Diablo 1 on PlayStation worked decently well. Yeah. There was 2-player co-op and it worked decently well.
Yeah.
And then you've got StarCraft 64.
Yeah, that was probably a mess.
Oh, you wouldn't believe.
I would probably believe. Diablo 3 on console was pretty well done.
And that's basically what changed Diablo 3 into what it is now.
What happened there? My only complaint was they kind of are trying to segregate their PC and console audience, which I'm not crazy about. I would like them somehow connecting Battle.net to the console version, so you're still running it through Battle.net, and so I could actually play as the character I spent over 60 hours on.
Yeah.
60
hours.
Yeah. I said in the Doom video, I don't play a lot of games for 100 hours.
Yeah.
There are other games to play.
Yeah. I've probably played WoW about maybe a year in playtime. Maybe.
You're alright.
No.
You're not alright. But yeah, Overwatch is fun.
Love it so much. I am definitely looking forward to playing more and hoping that more is also on the way.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where my 1 point goes down, because there's so much potential in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only got the multiplayer part of it, which is great. And as far as I have seen, the only issues with it is the matchmaking process, because there's no ranking system in it yet.
Yeah.
But the game runs basically flawlessly.
Yeah, it's one of the best launches of a multiplayer game I've experienced.
It's Blizzard's best launch experience ever.
HOTS went well.
Yeah, this is true.
HOTS went really well.
But they also were like working on that for years.
Yeah.
Like that alpha started whenever I think Blizzard All Stars was still the name of it.
I feel like the structure of their servers probably is borrowed from HOTS also, which is fine. Whatever makes it work.
Yeah.
Because WoW had an awful launch, and Diablo 3.
WoW didn't have an awful launch. It had too well of a launch.
Well, yeah, because everybody wanted it, and then it broke.
Because they were expecting like the max number of people in like 2 years. They got that in 4 months.
Yeah.
And their servers started exploding.
Yeah. And Diablo 3 had a terrible launch.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't remember. Like, did StarCraft 2 have issues at launch? Because they did the always online thing with that too.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
I mean, the way that game is put together, it probably didn't affect single player.
I don't think I got StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty at launch.
Okay.
I got HOTS at launch.
So if you know about that, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, we're interested in that because, like, I was really surprised that we're getting into games like in 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Unlike
because
Heroes of the Storm.
A HOTS game takes like 204
minutes.
4 seconds. Like a long time, whereas
Overwatch
is
bam!
just like,
there you go.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Hey, we found a game. Here we go.
But I was trying to customize my character.
You should have done that before you hit the play button, bitch.
But you hit the play button, Drew.
Yeah.
And didn't tell me. And now I'm just in the ether.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope you leave here floating.
Yeah, it's a good game. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have played Overwatch, let us know what you thought of it in the comments below.
Come join us.
If you haven't played Overwatch, let us know what you thought of this video.
And if you're interested in it.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share on Facebook. Do all the fun social media stuff. I am Davey here with TrebleChin Entertainment.
And I'm Drew here with TrebleChin Entertainment.
And yeah, take it easy.
And remember, the world could always use more heroes. Yeah.
We are Overwatch. Yeah.
Love this game.
Stupid shit.
Yeah. all the dumb fuck.
Dumb fuck.
Dumb fuck. Oh.